I'm looking a little fabulous today because we're here to talk about the Golden Globes. I've never been invited, and probably because I'm wearing this talking about the Golden Globes. But anyway,
Nah, cause you don't know how to act.
oh no, so many of them don't know how to act, and they be like thriving together. Like I deserve to be not knowing how I need to act in front of people. We all do. But what are you gonna say?
No, I ain't finna say nothing. Just
Oh, you
acting.
stupid. Oh my god. But anyways, we're talking about the Golden Globes and we're just gonna go through the list and just talk about the list because two brothers talking, that's what we do. Julian, I'm Julian, and this is
Ghost.
did y'all hear something? Oh, that was a ghost. Anyway,
Oh, y'all
let
can hear
me
me.
I was trying to put that button in, but it wasn't working. Anyway, it be cold here in Denver. It's really cold. What's the weather like there?
Man, out here in Katy, it's cold right now. I got I don't know if y'all can hear this feet warmer on me, warming up my feet. Little
No, the
space heater.
I feel like I kind of hear a little buzz, but I got to tell you, I feel like the way it's coming in and out is like gating. It kind of is telling me the noise canceling on your mic is working really well.
I'm a little buzzed. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
that's you. My pubes are buzzed. Just kidding. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. Let's get into the episode. So, I'm gonna share my screen. And is this better over here like this? Also, check the earrings. They were gifts, so I'm sure they're fake. But I didn't buy them, but they're costume jewelry from the days when I used to do drag, and I just want to feel a little fabulous. Talking about the Golden Globes. Is the Lulu era over?
Chandelier, chandelier, chandelier. Let's pull up the list and see what we talking about.
Okay, so I got a couple things open. Oh, that's not the list. Dang, where is the list? Oh my gosh, y'all, I had this open a second ago. This is hilarious. Ugh,
It's not the same. That's not the same
like tab.
Google Chrome or whatever.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a planner sometimes, and it's just, it's it's a skill that I'm trying to get better at like not being upset when things go. It's the fun of life, right? Oh, when is the nominees? Oh,
But how many award shows do they have for the movies?
you know what? I really don't get it, and I feel like I got it at one time, but there's the Golden Globes, and then there's the Oscars,
In the Oscars.
and this is what I would wear to Oscars like this more so. And then they got the People's Choice Awards. Then they got Emmys, but I think Emmys might be for TV.
Daytime television.
Yeah,
Then the Grammys for music.
I feel like that's Googleable. But
Let's
okay,
just get
since I'm
into
here, what'd you say?
it. So this the winners and the nominees. So they just had the whole. They just what it was like Sunday. They just had the whole thing.
Ooh, yeah, within this week. Oh, last week. Yeah, it was. It's been about 5 days.
Okay, okay. So what we got here first? The best motion picture drama. The
So
best.
I've looked over this list a few times. In most of these lists, I don't know, and I haven't heard of anything except Dune Part Two because one of our friends was mentioning it was really good, and I think I've seen previews or posts about the Brutalists throughout the year or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Doom. Like just last week, I saw Doom, the first Doom,
Hmm.
and it was good. Zendaya's in it, and she like just had like an intro role, so like she's really gonna be a part of this one. But the first one, she was just like, "Hi, I'm gonna be in the next movie, you know, and I didn't
Yeah.
know this movie was that good, and that was 2 years ago. So now it's like right on time for me to watch that. I watched we were talking about the whole what was that the prequel, the
Mhm.
series, which is pretty good. You should finish that soon. And then that
Mm.
September 5 movie, I just seen a trailer for it. These other ones, I never even seen the trailer for it. I just seen a trailer for September 5. I didn't even know it was out and can be in the running for this already. So
Yeah, I haven't heard of it at all, but I just looked up The Brutalist. It got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I never
yeah.
read Rotten Tomatoes or any review thing. I just talk to people.
What's the
And
movie about?
that's why I was looking it up at first, and then it kind of just came out as like a Google search suggestion. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then September 5 movie, I think
No,
on
what's the
IMDb.
Brutalist movie about?
Oh, they got a 90%. September 5 got 90%. Okay, Brutalist. The Brutalist. Yeah, Brutalist with that title. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like The Brutalist. It does make me want to watch it. Okay. What is this synopsis, would you say?
What's the movie about? Yeah.
Yeah, synopsis. That's the word. Okay, The Brutalist is a 2024 film about a Hungarian-born Jewish architect. I'm already over it. A Hungarian-born Jewish architect who immigrates to the United States after surviving the Holocaust. I mean, I feel like we've seen this movie. I'm sure it's something in a different way. It's enough to win the award, and I haven't heard of it, so I can't judge it. I'm saying this in a
So is
way
this
that
based on a true story?
let me see if that's the thing because it kind of makes it better, but kind of makes it worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the idea of like what's been hitting me lately, and I've heard about it from other people too, is this idea of like putting black pain in movies or pain in general sometimes, but just like it's like I don't know. I don't want to say I sound insensitive and say we're past that. We're definitely not past that, but it just for me in my interest, it just doesn't make me as much interested when I read it like that. But I will say it depends on who's playing it. It depends on how the thing is. It's just like this based on true story, but it's a comedy. Like what's that one comedy like that?
Well, what's the next category, I guess. Let's see if we heard anything from the next movies.
But oh, this is what I was gonna say too. I usually like Barbie movies. Like I'm getting excited about Wicked and stuff and simple stuff. So that's my perspective from the person who likes that.
Animated movies. Does animated have a section?
Not so much animated movies, but this next one is musical comedy, and then this is animated here.
Oh,
But I do
okay.
like them though.
What's the musical? What's in the musical?
Okay, so this one was a big topic. I felt like on my algorithm this week in the apps. It's best motion picture, musical or comedy. I haven't heard of any of them besides Challengers, which I
Whoa.
got a good review from like 3, 4 months ago or something. And I tried to watch
So
another plane, and
Wicked
then
already lost to Amelia Perez.
yes, that's the crazy part, y'all. Like this movie, I feel like I got to give like a little like thing about what this movie is about because it's very
Yeah.
unexpected. Um, it I ain't know nothing about it, and then I started looking up stuff on like social media, TikTok or whatever about like reviews, and the story is crazy. They had a couple clips, and let me tell you, okay, so the whole thing is, I think, wait, this also won for non-English language. Yeah, here we go.
Mm,
Yes,
okay.
so the whole time they're talking in Spanish. Um, uh, Zoe Zaldana, she is the main character, and I really like her. She's really great. Anyway, she's the main character. She's a lawyer. She just finishes this like high profile. Also, spoiler, this is gonna be Emilia Perez spoiler. Uh, so Zoe Saldana is a very good lawyer who is working for someone else. She's not like she wants more from life. She's over it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're all going through at work. You know what I'm saying? Quit your job. Anyway, she finishes this high profile case, I guess, I think maybe against some corrupt politicians, corrupt people in power. Anyway, some random night after the decay, she gets kidnapped by the cartel. Also, they're in Mexico. This is, I think, Mexico City specifically. Um, so the cartel kidnaps her. She has a private conversation with the cartel leader that he wants to transition into a sheep. And she's like, "Well, I can't do that. I'm a lawyer." Da 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 da. He's gonna make her rich. She does it like anonymously. She figured out a way to get the doctor to him, and then him becomes a her, and then literally the the cartel leader, I forget his name, now her name. She she what is it? Has a wife and kids. So when she transitions, she leaves the whole mob boss thing alone, and she lives her own life as a rich woman, living her thing, and then she makes her family live in Switzerland.
Whoa.
After some, you said what?
I'm just saying, whoa.
No, it is a whoa because how fast it kind of like opened up. First, the movie felt slow, then it opened up quick, and then if it wasn't for this list, I would have clicked off the movie because it was just like, what? This is kind of crazy. Or Zoe Saldana as well. Anyway, Zoe gets to be rich, live her life. She's doing good by herself. Great lawyer still. They're in Switzerland. The mob boss is now a her. Anyway, mob boss finds a way to get in the same situation with Zoe, uh, and she asks her to bring her family back to Mexico. Anyway, the family comes back to Mexico. She's like, "Be careful, they might recognize you." She's like, "Oh no, I think I'll be good." And oh my gosh, so they come back to Mexico as family. The mob boss man, this is a lot, y'all. I'm trying to make this as short as possible too. The boss man fakes his death. It's all over the news. Anyway, she's like their aunt now. She's like her kids aunt to them, and then she's like the mob boss dad guy's now sister to the wife. So anyway, the wife comes back. She ends up getting married to some person she that was in the mob underneath him. They had an affair years ago. They end up trying to get married, engaged, and talk about moving away, kids, and all this stuff. And then they have this, now the trans woman is being like, "These are my kids," and she's like, "No, these are not your kids. These are my kids. You're just the aunt." And then he's like walking away in the hallway, all crazy, like, "Oh," and he's like, "I'm really the dad." Like, it's crazy, and it just it's just weird. And the clip they keep showing around on TikTok or whatever is like the one musical number where they actually speak in English, and it's the most awkward, weird thing. But artistically, it makes sense in a weird way. But I would say watch this movie just to see, compare it to Wicked or whatever it's like beat out. But at the same time, I know people might not have patience for it, and it was one of the better musicals I've ever seen. Like it was actually great.
So it's also a musical. What was
Yeah.
what was the animated movie of the year?
Oh, animated movie was Flow, which I almost saw that with friends, but I didn't. Have you seen any of these?
I seen Inside Out 2 for sure. That was a pretty good movie.
Oh,
I don't know if it would have won like that. Flow, it looks a little more artistic, like an artistic type movie.
yeah.
But
Like
Inside Out 2 was pretty good, but it wasn't as great as I think it could be.
Flow seems like one of the way the art is on that. It gives is one of those short films that you never would look up unless you're in that community or someone is like, someone who made it that's like so praised, it's like on Vimeo only or something. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
It
exclusive or
it
uh,
does look like it does look like the other movies lost to like a 17-minute short film. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, with a VHS. Like, you're like,
yeah.
okay.
It I mean, it looks like
Wait,
it
what does that
definitely.
say? Moana 2? Oh man, I hadn't even seen Moana 2 yet.
Yeah, I think they were comparing that in the box office with Wicked. I think it beat out Wicked, but it was like it had a silent thing, but at the same time, my algorithm and friends are adults. So,
I
but
heard a few people were upset about it on TikTok, but
really? Oh, for what though?
Moana 2, just a few other things, just a few random things that are like just picky things. Like people have like problems with the way they portray their own cultures, and they're like not even
Yeah.
Hawaiian. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I feel like I learned a lot about the Hawaiian culture from watching Moana 1. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I learned a
Keep
lot
going.
more by going or having friends who are actually Hawaiian.
Keep scrolling. What else we
Okay,
got?
okay. Also, I did hear about the Wild Robot, but yeah, animation is not the most. I don't know. Non-English language. Yeah, we talked about Millie Perez. I don't even know. You heard any of these?
I don't speak none of those. Like, oh, they got the language on them too.
They do? See, I don't know. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Amelia Perez was in I think they were Mexico City, but it says France. Maybe that's the director's location. I don't know. And then best performance by a female actor in a motion drama.
Oh, who we got? Fernanda Torres.
I have heard a
I'm
good
still.
amount about a few of these, like the Maria one, the Last Showgirl, I think maybe the Room Next Door as well.
I love
Oh,
Kate Winslet. She's kind of hard. She's hard.
to be honest, I think I wait. Was Fernanda Torres in The Penguin? Was that the girl that was the was
If
that
it
her?
is, uh, I like her a lot. I like
Yeah,
her a lot. She's good.
she
I
looks a
just
little
seen them.
older here though, so I don't
I
think know
just
if it's
seen her. I just seen her in a series on, I think it was Hulu or Netflix, called Resort. The Resort.
on
She was
Netflix.
pretty good. Yeah, I think it was on Netflix. Resort. It was pretty good.
Trying to give this like a little bonnet thing.
But
Yeah, I need to see it. It reminded
yeah,
me of White Lotus, which is so good.
it had nothing on what she did in the Penguin. And as quick as all these other productions is, they should have had her performance. Oh, this is a motion picture, so I mean maybe a series somewhere else, but I don't know
Mhm.
what's a good movie where there's a female actor drama. I don't know. Keep
Barbie,
scrolling. Barbie.
Barbie.
That was like 2023,
No,
right?
this good. Barbie should have been in these categories. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture. Um, I want to see queer because I did look that up. And Daniel Craig as a queer person, I'm like, is he queer or like is he like just giving like the Brokeback Mountain fantasy? I'm like, ooh.
I can
But
believe that.
Brutalist
The
was
Brutalist guy. I might have to really watch The Brutalist, I guess.
I know.
It better not be brutal to sit through.
And then Timothy
Oh,
Chalamet,
hey,
I don't know
I
too
fuck
much
with him.
about. I don't know too much. I haven't seen his work like and focus on it enough. So like now that he's such
Doom.
a big name,
He
see,
did
I haven't
Doom.
seen it. He's not in the series
And
though, so I haven't seen it.
he did what movie is that? A complete Nah, it was like some other thing. I saw him in something else and I was like kind of caught off guard by. He was pretty good. He's hard. What else we
Yeah.
got?
Okay, let's go through this. Okay, best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, music or comedy. I definitely want to see The Substance. I wanted to see it before it was on this list.
Demi Moore. Okay. Shout out to Demi Moore. Zendaya on there.
Right, she represented for the older ladies, which is a top. I said it because it was a topic I saw online. But she's freaking beautiful. Um,
Demi.
Amy Adams. This just seems funny for some reason. Night bitch. That's gotta be funny.
Oh, Wicked.
Musical more so.
So how does she lose? Dang.
But
That's a
they
that's a tough
I noticed
that's
they
a
like
tough category.
they kind of weigh out where people win and lose and like what I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory of it. And like they won on, I think, like lighting or something. Like they won a couple categories, but none of the main actors. Also, they have a Wicked Part Two that could, it's like maybe they don't win this
Hmm.
one, but maybe they win the next year, and it's like a complete work kind of thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay, next one. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture.
In a musical or comedy. Who's the funniest guy? Who is that?
Sebastian Stan.
A different
Probably should show the
man.
pictures of it.
Jesse Eisenberg. I fuck with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, he was Mike.
Yeah, I fuck with him too.
Don't know. I like his hair, but this is the
Saturday
one.
night.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
damn. Yeah. See, I don't know nothing about that category, but hey,
I don't
hey,
got much to say.
hey.
I'll be, it's real hard for me to learn a lot of actors' names. Like sometimes I just see things and I just believe whatever name they just said the character was. I'm like, okay, that's that guy. Like I'll be like, that's Jesse. Like it's not,
So many
you
people
know,
say names to me of actors, and I don't know. Like,
supporting role. Zoe Saldana. That's what's up. I like when like the famous person kind of wins too, but Ariana Grande lost in that.
I think she still
Dang.
has a chance in a way, but the thing is, this is Zoe Saldana's first uh Golden Globes, even after I think she's the only actor, maybe actress, who's been in the four top grossing films. Like I might be saying that slightly wrong, but anyway, they've grossed over $1 billion. That's the Avatar movies, both of them, and both of the Guardians of Galaxy, which is funny. She's been blue in all of those. But
Oh, so Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana was in Amelia Perez
Selena was the
supporting each
wife.
other. That's crazy. That's a heavy movie. It's like two of them in the category. One of them gotta win. Like, come on now.
And I think I had a feeling that the pool for the above Wicked, where like you get Selena Gomez, a big music star, Ariana Grande and Wicked, a big music star. Uh, I mean Zoe's is more um, uh, seasoned, I guess. She's more experienced. Let me say that in a better way. She's more experienced in the acting realm than I think. What's her name? Cynthia Erivo.
Mm,
So maybe a little bit more power in that way. I don't know. I be conspiracizing all this stuff, even though she did a great job and she wasn't blue.
more a little higher friends over the years.
Maybe. And plus, like all the times she didn't win, like some like I could say that about Wicked. Like I wish Wicked would have won some things over her or whatever, or over that movie. But it's like I think we all really like Zoe Saldana as much as we like the whole brand of Wicked.
Maybe.
Well, I do.
I can
She's
feel
pretty cool.
that. Everybody act like Wicked was like the greatest thing. I wasn't all sold yet.
Did you watch it though?
No.
Yeah, and
It'll probably
that's
be a
so funny.
while. Like Anna's not
I watched
even
it.
concerned. So
I
it'll be a
definitely
while.
watched it. When I was in band, that was our first number was Wicked, and I never seen a musical, but I just remembered it when the movie came out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have a little piece." Everyone loved Wicked because they probably played it or like wanted to play one of the characters so bad. I'm like, I didn't know there were so many musical nerds in the world. I'm still getting it in my algorithm like tirelessly. Okay, so this is best performance by an actor in supporting role in any. This you kind of shook me up. Of course, his last name is Culkin, but I did not know that was Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Yeah. It's like him.
It does.
And like I said, they say he was in the Home Alone. Like at first I was like, why are they making little reels about him being in Home Alone? Like of course he put his little brother on. Where'd he go? And then, he's a big deal right now, winning Golden Globes. That's what's up.
All right.
That's what's
So
up.
Denzel, that was an anticipated
And
role.
Gladiator 2, he should have. See, I'm finna go watch Gladiator 2 soon because
Yeah.
I really want to see his performance. I want to see like if he really put it down. Because sometimes, he kind of do overhype his performance. Like he's a good figure and person to have in movies, but sometimes it's like his role, like the way he plays roles, is not better than other people in the categories. Not saying he did bad.
And
It's just he be like it's be some tough actors.
and he's done such a great job too. I feel like that kind of plays a part in like how people perceive how monumental your performance is in the next thing because they're kind of
True.
comparing it. And then yeah, but I mean, overall, he comes through. He's consistent as fuck, and he just came out as being what is it, a crackhead for some years, 10 years sober now, and so, and I think he's retiring too. But I
Yeah,
feel like he's gonna
yeah.
get another one under his belt before he leaves.
He's gonna do like 4 or 5 more movies, and then he's gonna do another Black Panther movie. So that's hard.
Oh, actually, the first one he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that too. And then The Apprentice is throwing me off because I keep thinking it's a show, but you know, I gotta. It's not the same thing.
That's what
And
sounds
then
clickbait.
right, and then I don't know. A lot of these, if I look into it enough, I feel like there's a lot of reason I would want to watch them. But I mean, just him being his brother makes me want to watch this. And congrats to him. You know,
For sure.
honestly,
Shout out to the little brothers.
and because sometimes we be in the shadows and then we got to step out. Okay, this is funny.
Best director. Now, see, this is what I rock with the directors, man. I
That's a
don't,
hard
I don't really
category.
know. I don't really know that many directors, but like, I don't know any of them.
Yeah, I
But
just
shout out
like
to all the female directors. I like that.
let's see. She look hard. She running around set sweating. She ain't playing with nobody. Yeah, I like her energy. She's about it. He's very methodical. I'm loving it. I used to have
he
glasses like
probably
that.
he probably wrote the script too.
I know, right? Or it's like, let me look smart with glasses and I pay someone to write the script and then I put my name on it. Who knows? It's business. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
this is the winner too for other thing. I thought her name was PayPal. I was like, girl, that's confusing. You can't get no Instagram. That's it. But yeah, yeah. I would like to see this is intriguing because she's a POC and like unfamiliar face that I'm not used to seeing. I low-key want to see what he made because he's cute, but at the same time.
He looked like a swimmer. He looked like he's in someone's band. He's
Oh,
just he looked like he doesn't want to be in a band. He wants to make movies, but
let me stay focused because you're right. I'm like, I'm about to go to his bio. I'm like, let me stop playing.
best
Um,
screenplay. Let's go.
the Brutalist. Brutalist is the big one. Amelia Perez is the big one. I think they had the most categories the whole night. I heard 10 nominations.
The Conclave finally got one. I think I seen their name a few times, and they weren't really winning anything. But wait,
Oh,
Jesse Eisenberg wrote a screenplay.
ooh.
That's
Is that
dope.
the same? Is that the same one he was in this other one?
I think so.
Okay, so we're only on page 2 of 5. So I think I need a little break. And we need to come back and do a part 2 of this because low key I want to watch some of these. I don't know what's on the other 3 pages, but I have some research to do on some people.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
let me stop playing. All right, so catch us back here. Make sure you wait, how do you say it? Like, subscribe, follow the channel so that we can. I don't know. We just want more family. It's just 2 brothers talking. Anyway, all right.
Yeah,
So
man.
part 2, we'll
Tune
talk about
in.
more.
Stay
Ciao.
tuned.
Ciao. Okay, so we can come back another day and do part 2, unless you want to do part 2 now, and then we can go quicker. My story took a lot of time, but then it would naturally took longer.
Now we can do it another time. Or we can
I
do it
think
tomorrow.
we could also, whenever you add, we could make that 2 episodes. Um, and I could potentially